Rooster Teeth has had numerous issues come out in 2019, but let's talk about the finances specifically very briefly because that's going to tie in with today's news. The finances, again, briefly as possible. About 13% of workforce was laid off, apparently. That's what sites were reporting earlier in the year. There was a reshuffling / reorganization of upper management, some being forced to resign or being terminated. It's a bit suspicious and a bit lacking transparency about what was going on there and that sort of thing. So some may be terminated, some forced to resign, some willingly resigned maybe, upper management. And then, of course, you had the major price increases on first members because there's no way to show support for the people that support you, like charging them 300% more to support you. In some cases, it was 30% more. In some cases, it really was up to 300% more, though. Absolutely insane. And now, let's talk about some more finances with Rooster Teeth. Apparently, well, let's start here. I was tagged on Twitter from JLC. Shouts out to you, JL. Thank you for that. Says, at Hero Hey, another example of Rooster Teeth not caring about their Australian fans. They are shutting down the Australian Rooster Teeth shop, which will make it harder / more expensive for us here in Australia. This after Ruby Volume 6 didn't come out on Blu-ray, only available on RT Store for US. More expensive. Yeah, of course, right? They're going to give you only the more expensive option. Of course. But hey, you know, first off, it's surprising this person still calls himself, or at least implies that they're still a fan of RT. Rooster Teeth. This is how loyal some of your fans are. For you to treat them like this is so disgusting to me. You have some of the kindest people in the world, honestly. I really don't. They have to be. For the amount of BS that you put them through and they still call themselves fans, you have some of the kindest people in the world supporting you, and you really don't seem to appreciate that, at least in my opinion. This is all just my opinion. At the end of the day, that's what this is. Except for the news itself, which let's go and take a look. So we're not going to read this email yet. Let's go take a look at the very own Rooster Teeth post here from Chelsea, and I think she will say what her title is here. So let's read. Hey everyone, a few weeks ago we confirmed that the Australian RT store would be closing. At that time, there were multiple details to sort out internally, and with our partner for Australia sales, Hanabi. So, a few weeks ago, they confirmed that the store would be closing. A few weeks ago, and they're finally ready to report that the closure date is Monday, December 16th. Now, I'm recording this on December 5th. They're apparently closing the store on December 16th. That is not even a 2 weeks notice to the fans or potential customers. That's 11 days from now. 11 days. Heads up. Oh my goodness. On that date, any shoppers attempting to access the Australian store will be redirected to the US/international store and will receive a pop-up message explaining that the store is closed. What we've accomplished with Hanabi was an incredible feat for a, at the time, small company. The Australian and New Zealand community have always been dear to us. But as we've grown and increased both our volume and quality of merchandise, it has become increasingly more difficult and expensive to sustain the Australian store. The cost of shipping and duties to get merch to Australia has become as much cost as the product themselves. That, combined with a lower demand for the products, created a situation where we were losing money trying to provide a continuous supply of new merch to the store. Okay, let's focus on that for a moment. Lower demand for the products. I like how she admitted that. I mean, I don't need to comment much more. It's her own words, guys. You can see there's a lower demand for the products. Wonder why. Can't imagine why. So she says, this sucks, but we'll keep working on ways to improve how we support this community. For one, we've committed to sending some cast members to at least one Australian convention appearance since 2020. Wow, great. You're send some cast members, have them deal with it. Go to at least one convention in 2020. Oh my gosh. And our VP of marketing has promised that he will eat a live huntsman spider during Extra Life next year if we can't deliver on this. Wait, if you can't deliver, what? If you can't deliver on getting one cast member, that's it, just one. Or I'm sorry, they said some. Okay, I didn't see the S, I don't think. I don't know if I said some or one. This is hilarious now. Some cast members to at least one. Okay, there you go. Some cast members to at least one Australian convention. But hey, man, that could be like two people. I mean, it was some cast members. If you are you really not even able to commit to that you'll be able to get some cast members to an Australian convention in 2020? Now, that seems a bit odd, right? Hold up a second. Let's theorize before we continue. It seems a bit odd that they wouldn't even be able to confirm that they could get some cast members to Australia in even just one convention in 2020. Why is that so difficult to confirm? It shouldn't be, right? Some cast members, that could be 2, 3, 4, right? Doesn't have to be a big amount. Let's just take 2. 2 cast members to 1 convention in 2020 should be very not difficult at all. Why would that be difficult? Perhaps they might not be around in 2020. Perhaps Rooster Teeth won't be around in 2020. Perhaps by the end of 2020, RT will no longer be around, or they'll be completely dissolved into Warner/Otter Media. Who knows? /AT&T. That's what I get out of that, man, because I can't make sense of them saying that they can't even actually potentially deliver on that. That's the only thing I can come up with, man. That's crazy. One more time. This sucks, but we'll keep working on ways to improve how we support this community. For one, we've committed to sending some cast members to at least one Australian convention appearance in 2020, and our VP of Marketing has promised that he will eat a live Huntsman spider during Extra Life next year if we can't deliver on this. There you go. Our e-commerce team is working on what this means for the future of our international customers. One of the things that they are looking into is a new app which will convert pricing on our USA/international store into local currency. It'll be based upon your IP address and bundle in duty and taxes, so the total cost will be up front. What? It'll be based on your IP address, so you can just spoof it or use a VPN or something, apparently, right? So, I mean, man, if you're telling me you have issues with the company finances and costs, but you're going to base it on something that can be spoofed, like, in the blink of an eye, that seems like a bad choice. Which will convert pricing on our USA/international store into local currency. This is just weird. I don't know, man. And bundle in duty and taxes, so the total cost will be up front. Okay, sure. Let's just roll with it. What happens next? Any orders that have been placed with the Australian store prior to closure on December 16, 2019 will still be fulfilled. We also will be doing sales for the Australian store starting today, December 5th, and running until the closure date. We're incredibly thankful and amazed by the support that our Australian and New Zealand community has shown over the years. Thank you. And now we'll close the store and maybe send some people in 2020. Maybe not. See ya. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. So I would like to read some of the comments here, but there's not many. There's only 3, and one of them has a word that I can't really show on screen. It's not like the worst word in the world. It's like Minecrafting yourself, but you know how it is here on this platform. So let's move on over to this email and take a look at this now. So, oh boy. I guess we'll have to make do with this. Here, I'll make my camera a little bit smaller there. So here's the email. Again, thank you for sending this. It says, Rooster Teeth Australia store closure details. Hi, everyone. As outlined last week, the Australian RT store will be shutting down permanently. Happy to share with you all the final campaign details. You're happy about... maybe I'm being a bit too nitpicky here, but like, I mean, why would you phrase it like that? Happy to share all the final... I mean, I don't know about putting the happy part there. Whatever, man. I might be nitpicking too much. The final sale begins tomorrow, December 6th. Average discount equal 80% off retail price. Well, hey, that's actually not bad. I'll give them something on that one. 80%. They really must be wanting to sell those things. They must be struggling to sell if they need to offer 80% off. Orders of $50 or more may receive a random bonus stocking stuffer. Everything subject to availability. We expect a little chaos, so the advice is to get in early. Last orders accepted December 17th at 9 AEDT. Check FAQ for more details. The store is locked until tomorrow. See you then. And then some other stuff. You know how it is. Emails and all that. So I guess that's what we got, guys. It was also posted on the RT Reddit. I'll just read some of these comments. There's only 4. One of them is just paraphrasing the post. So here's the comments. Unfortunate situation, but not sure what else RT could have realistically done. Hope they can find other ways to show love to their Australian fans in the future. Like I said earlier, RT, you have some of the kindest people in the world supporting you. Yep. That's in regards to the cost of shipping and duties to get merch to Australia had become as much of the cost of the products themselves. Says that's a lot like us international fans who are forced to buy from the US store. A t-shirt goes from 12 to 15 euros and becomes over 30 euros. I would like the option to pay my customs fees up front. It takes the guesswork out of it. Nothing worse than wondering, do I need 30 or 50 euros? Also, our local carriers don't give change and don't take card payments, so it gets stiff that way too. It would be a lot more convenient to pay it all together. Plus, it would be easier to understand what my purchases are truly costing me. So that might be, I don't know. I've never bought anything from the RT store. Or actually, I think I bought a mug off there. Just a mug, I think. Yeah, I think I got a mug. Maybe a poster as well. I forget. Yeah, I think I got a poster and a mug from the RT store years ago. But I never bought internationally, so I don't know. Maybe it's complicated. So perhaps that's what they're referring to. in that sense. Like, I don't get me wrong, I know about the extra fees and the shipping and all that sort of thing. What I'm confused about is them talking about how the payment looks when they're ordering it. Like, I don't know, apparently it's not transparent enough or something. Like, this person is saying they don't know if they need 30 or 50 euros. So there must be something weird going on the billing. I don't know. Anyways, that's the news, guys. I have a few more things I want to report on today, so I want to wrap this up fairly briefly. Shouts out to Ishra, Kruby Crow, Better Than Jason's Crow, Coden X, The Lancaster Kid, Christopher Hankins, Christopher Hankins, Holiday Anna, Super Speed 21 YT, That One Slimy Gintama Fanboy, Decker Ramirez on hiatus until 2020, Striker Red, John Edward CA, hashtag thank you Darren, and thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in an hour or two for the next one. Peace.